Hello, everyone. I would like to talk about 3D printing and why I like about it. So, first of all, there are two major types of manufacturing process. The first one is subtractive manufacturing, and subtractive manufacturing is like making a ice sculpture. So you have to reduce, get rid of a lot of materials before you can the make out the shape you want, make out the project you want. And additive manufacturing is like making a snowman. So you are basically putting the snowflake stack by step and layer by layer to make a snowman. And traditional manufacturing is not so good because subtractive manufacturing, which is a kind of traditional manufacturing process, produce a lot of unnecessary waste. For example, like making the ice sculptures, usually you need to reduce and waste a lot of unnecessary ice before you can make the product. And it's also hard to make a real customized product that fits your own need. For example, we have different people have different feet shape, but we have a standardized shoe size. So I think that does not fit every person's need. And making dedicated object usually involve a lot of complicated processes that cost a lot of money and time to make using traditional manufacturing method. And 3D printing has many advantages than the traditional manufacturing method. For example, like making delicate, high detail object easily. So the process is that you can just get a 3D printing file or 3D modeling file and use the computer to print it. It's that easy. So the second is that it reduce the waste material when producing an object. And because 3D printing belongs to a kind of additive method, so it use less material and waste less than subtractive manufacturing method, and it's usually automatic method, so it's pretty cheap to make and it doesn't involve a lot of human costs in it. So now I would like to introduce two most popular 3D printing technologies that is currently used in a lot of places, and it's called fused deposition modeling. So it mainly used plastic material, including PLA, ABS, PETG. And here you can see the video demonstrating the procedure producing those materials and objects. So the nozzle usually deposit the material layer by layer to build a project, and is widely used for prototyping or DIY project. It has no pollution, but it's kind of slow and it cannot make very detailed, high, complicated, complex objects. But it's very affordable to own, and the materials we use is also cheap. So here you can also see the real FDM 3D printer. So you can see here, this is the object, is the nozzle is making it. And here is the second type of the most common 3D printer. It's called SLA. So it mainly used liquid photopolymer resin to make objects. So here you can see a short video demonstrating it. It used a liquid photopolymer resin that hardens when the material exposed to ultraviolet light. So SLA is good for making high precision and smooth surface finish object, and you can make very delicate, high detail objects. But the problem is that it has pollution and you need ventilation usually because it can cause allergic damage to the human body. And after the project is finished, it usually needs curing treatment after the printing. So it's also very slow to make a project and object, and it's also pricey to own this kind of machine. And the materials is also a lot more expensive than the plastic. So here you can also see a real life SLA 3D printer. So 3D printing has its limitation. For example, it's expensive and the material choices are limited and not really ready for mass production yet. And SLA type printer waste material though. And here is the 3D printing service I search on Apple Maps. So there are a lot of locations or service you can just send your 3D modeling file to them, and they will make a project and mail it to you. So that's a good news. And that's my all my presentation about 3D printing technologies. Thank you.